Well, I remember my dad talking about people coming saying, I don't know what to do with my kid. You know, he's 3 years old and he's just, and my dad would just look at him going, God gave you that baby when he couldn't walk, he couldn't talk, he didn't have any teeth, didn't have any hair. And it's your responsibility now to, because it is a gift from God and we're responsible for that gift. What about women that have maybe passed that time where they have that influence? I mean, I'm sure that's where prayer is a huge way.
And still, and I say still take the opportunity, if even it's past that stage, I say still take the opportunity every time God gives you a chance to speak into the lives of your children, even though they're adults. You know, I still call my kids, and if it's a long inspiration God's given me to tell my kids, I tell them, hang up. And don't, when I call back, just when you have time, listen to what the Lord inspired me to share with you. So I think there's always opportunity to still speak into the lives of our children or those that we have care of, family, friends. I mentioned single parents. If they allow you to speak into the children's lives, you know, Proverbs 18:21 says we need to speak good. And today, kids need to hear good because there's so much evil around.
I think, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think also to know that the mercy and the grace of God covers our faults and our frailties and our weaknesses. So if there was dysfunction, because who doesn't have dysfunction, you know, in some capacity in the way they raise their children or their upbringing coming up, you just sit back in that and you go, okay, well, Lord, you know what the lapses were in my judgment. You know how I didn't necessarily get everything right because nobody does. And so, God, would you bring the right people into their life? Would you shape their character in this, you know, as a young adult? Would you do what now I can't do hands-on because I'm not with them every day? But Lord, I give my kid to you. And just know that his mercy, that's what it does. His mercy doesn't give us what we do deserve, and his grace gives us what we don't deserve. And so that's the goodness of God.